Confucius, a revered Chinese philosopher. Let his insights guide us towards a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Today I will begin with Linda's story. Linda said, "I blocked my best friend after 30 years. This morning I permanently deleted my best friend's phone number." Her last voice message to me was, "You're a traitor." But the emotion I felt wasn't guilt. It was freedom. My name is Linda. I'm a retired teacher, happily married for 35 years. Until 3 months ago, my life was perfect. That day, I called my friend Carol. We'd been best friends for 30 years. "Carol, you won't believe it. I got accepted to that cooking school in Tuscany, Italy." My voice was trembling with excitement, silence on the other end. And then she said, "Linda, starting something like that at your age? Isn't that kind of embarrassing? Honestly, you're not even that good at cooking." I thought to myself, did she just say that? Did I hear her wrong? That moment was the first crack in 30 years of friendship. For days I couldn't sleep. I woke up at 3 in the morning. Her words kept echoing in my head. I thought to myself, am I overreacting, or is she jealous of me? One morning I picked up an old philosophy book, and one sentence caught my eye. "Do not befriend those who are not your equal." These words were written 2,500 years ago by an ancient Chinese sage named Confucius. At first I was angry. That's so arrogant. But then I looked back at the past 30 years. When Carol lost her job, I rewrote her resume for her. When Carol ran out of money, I quietly bought her groceries. When Carol fought with her husband, I answered her calls all night long. But she never once tried to grow. Every new job she quit within 6 months. My boss was terrible. Every new relationship, it ended quickly. All men are the same. And the most painful thing was, she never once truly celebrated my achievements. When I got promoted, she said, "That's not what you really wanted anyway." When my daughter got into medical school, she said, "Doctors are all just about money." I thought to myself, she's been pulling me down for 30 years. I made a decision. I need to end this relationship. But how? I felt guilty. Maybe I should lend her money one last time. Help her become independent. I called her. "Carol, I can lend you $5,000. You can use it for job hunting." Her response was unexpected. "Linda, are you pitying me? I'm not your charity case." And remember, 10 years ago when Tom had that problem with his female coworker, you only told me. I didn't judge you then. I thought to myself, is she threatening me with my secret? That same day, I heard from an old college friend, Deborah, after 15 years. We met for coffee. I told her about my struggle. Deborah said quietly, "Linda, when Confucius said not your equal, he didn't mean money. He meant people who have given up on growing their soul." It was like fog lifting from my eyes. I thought to myself, that's it. Carol doesn't love me. She loves me only when I'm beneath her. I made my choice. I started pulling back slowly. Fewer phone calls, declining invitations to meet. Carol became furious. "You got money now, so you don't need friends like me anymore?" Days later, my neighbor Susan came to my door worried. "Linda, I'm sorry, but Carol was saying strange things at the church group. That you're using the Italy trip as an excuse to leave Tom. That you're cutting off all your old friends to keep your retirement money to yourself." My heart sank. I thought to myself, she's spreading lies about me, really. That evening, my husband Tom came home with a serious face. "Linda, Carol called me today. She said you've been acting strange, taking depression medication, making irrational decisions. And she brought up that thing from 10 years ago, about my coworker." Tears started forming in my eyes. I thought to myself, she's using my deepest secret as a weapon. To make me look unstable. How could a friend of 30 years do this? That night, I lay in bed staring at the ceiling. Anger, betrayal, sadness, all of it came at once. But the strongest feeling was clarity. I thought to myself, now I understand. Confucius wasn't being cruel. This was survival wisdom. I can't keep sinking with her anymore. Carol had a choice when I tried to set boundaries. She chose to destroy me rather than lose me. And in that moment I realized I now had the moral right to end this relationship without guilt. The next morning I woke up early, sat at my desk. I thought to myself, how should I write this? Should I be angry? Or just calm? I wrote a short letter. "Dear Carol, thank you for 30 years of friendship. But now we are going in different directions. I wish you happiness, but I can no longer continue this relationship. Take care. Linda." No blame, no explanation, no excuses, just respect. and my decision to distance myself. I thought to myself, this is right. I won't play her game. I'll just quietly leave. I sealed the letter, put a stamp on it, and then I picked up my phone. My finger trembled. I could feel the weight of 30 years. But I found Carol's number and pressed block. Contact blocked. Seeing those short words, I burst into tears. I thought to myself, is this really the end? 30 years. Ending like this? The first few days were hard. I woke up in the morning and instinctively checked for Carol's texts. When something good happened, I wanted to call her. The empty space of 30 years was bigger than I thought. But after a week, something amazing started happening. When I woke up in the morning, my chest didn't feel heavy. When the phone rang, I didn't feel anxious. I was getting my energy back. I thought to myself, is this peace? Something I haven't felt in so long. I reconnected with Deborah. She invited me to volunteer at her nonprofit. There, I met incredible women. Someone who started a business in their 60s. Someone who went back to graduate school in their 70s. Someone who traveled the world after retirement. Everyone celebrated each other's dreams. No one pulled anyone down. I thought to myself, this is real friendship, lifting each other higher. 3 months later, I finally boarded that plane to Italy. Clouds drifted past my window. I opened my journal and started writing. Today, I begin a new chapter of my life. My best decision wasn't saving for retirement. It wasn't going to Italy. It was having the courage to choose who I give my precious time and energy to. I thought to myself, Carol, I still hope you find happiness. But now I also have the right to choose my own happiness. The 3 months at that cooking school in Tuscany were the most beautiful time of my life. I made new friends, learned new skills, and most of all, I found myself again. When I came home, Deborah and I started a small cooking class together. We taught low-income women how to cook for free, helping them become independent. One day after class, a student came up to me. "Teacher, you really glow. How are you so happy?" I smiled and said, "It took me a long time, but I finally learned how to let go of things that pull me down. And I learned to surround myself with people who lift me up." I thought to myself, Confucius, now I understand your wisdom. Thank you. Today, I want to ask you something. Who surrounds you? Are they people who celebrate when you soar, or people who pull you back down? Confucius said, "Do not befriend those who are not your equal." This isn't arrogance. It's survival wisdom. Don't sync with people who refuse to grow. Our time is more precious than we think. Who we spend it with determines the quality of our lives. I thought to myself, if I had found this courage 10 years earlier, could I have achieved more? But I'm grateful I know now. If you're struggling with a toxic friend right now, remember this. You don't need to feel guilty. Your happiness depends on your courageous choices. I lost my friendship with Carol, but I found myself again. And that was the greatest gift. Next time, I'll share another ancient wisdom about finding your true purpose in life's second act. Don't miss it. Thank you for listening to my story. You deserve friends who lift you higher. Please subscribe me and see you again.